Welcome back. Now, a call received at the Alandur Magistrates Court this morning threatened to blow up the building. As soon as the suburban police was notified, the security forces with the bomb disposal squad and sniffer dog teams were pressed into service. After a thorough search of vehicles and people on the campus, the police confirmed it was just a hoax. Court proceedings came to a halt and litigants and members of the court were asked to wait inside the building till the check was made. Suspects in the recent murder of Samson, a customs official, were to be produced at the courts in the morning. Police say stringent action will be taken against the persons involved in this hoax call.
Today, the police officials receiving a message from the municipal commissioner from Alandur municipality here. This court is the municipal building here. Some bomb threatening here. They are come to with the bomb squad and dog also. They are going to take their searching works now.
Now it's that time of the year when students across the country undergo a nerve-wracking time preparing for their 10th standard exams. But those appearing this year may have many other firsts to deal with.
All of us have burned the midnight oil for Class 10 board exams. For Radhika Malik's batch, it's different. For the first time in India, CBSE is going to grade students. The age-old percentage system is out.
Not good for toppers and all, but like we are 70-80%, so it is very good. It reduces the pressure, like I said before.
To de-stress them, to tell them you all belong to the same level.
And although this is a transition phase, most of them are happy with this new form of grading and hope that the examiners will also be lenient when they are marking them for the first time. Over 9 lakh candidates will appear for the exam starting Wednesday. The number 9% higher than last year. Students will get multiple chances to attempt a paper they have fared poorly in. Another first, question papers in Braille for blind students. This board exam is being seen as a beginning in a larger attempt to revamp our high-pressure education system. Students like Radhika Malik, beneficiaries of this important shift. With Shaili Srivastava in New Delhi, Tanima Viswas for NDTV.
Now, vaccine labs with social commitments or private vaccine parks with cutting-edge technology. The debate appears to be over. The Union Health Minister...
Celebrations galore at the BCG vaccine lab in Chennai. The reason? A government order now allows the centre to produce BCG vaccines after a gap of 2 years. Chennai's BCG lab has been manufacturing the anti-tuberculosis vaccine for the last 60 years. After the suspension of its license in 2008, it came to a standstill.
60 years away, in 1948, 1st of May, this institute was born, and virtually it was dead with the closure, and now a rebirth of this BCG vaccine lab has occurred today, and in the history of vaccine production industry, this is a great boon because we were the first to make the BCG vaccine, and it will help that we'll be able to supply the BCG vaccine for the EPI program at a low cost to the nation.
Former Union Health Minister Anbumani Ramadas suspended licenses on the grounds that the lab did not comply with the WHO standards. The suspension of licenses of public sector units, accounting for 80% supplies, came under sharp criticism.
By reopening, the whole public is benefited. In fact, 2.7 crores of children are born every year. They get the BCG without any cost. And by suspending it, or in other words, closing it, it was not for any good motive.
With the lab restarting production, people hope that the issue of shortage of vaccines will soon be redressed.
The country needs 450 million vaccines every year for the universal immunization program. The government has been spending crores of rupees in the past 2 years to procure these from private labs. Now this move will drastically reduce this expenditure. In Chennai, Nithila, NDTV-Hindu.
And we were earlier joined by Dr. Rex Sargunam, the President of the Tamil Nadu Health Development Association, on the issue.
On behalf of the Tamil Nadu Health Development Association, we welcome it and we thank Honorable Minister for Health and Family Affairs, Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad. So in fact, this is going to benefit all the people, not only BCG, most important vaccine components in the universal immunization program, public are free to get without any charge. Whereas the earlier order of suspending it defies any reason. As the present order states, they have to given 3 years the vaccine units are given 3 years to comply with GMP. But earlier order suspending the production stated they are not in compliance with the GMP.
Right.
It's the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare duty to provide the commitments to comply with the GMP.
Right.
So they have not done it and they have suspended the production. See, by suspending or stopping the production, it doesn't help the public. It helps only the private sector. Particularly, for example, if you take the BCG vaccine lab was 100% producing for the commitment to the Indian population and exporting. And whereas, had it been permanently closed, private vaccine producing unit like Serum Institute, Pune, and Green Signal Biopharma based in Chengalpat, they would be the beneficiaries. So it does not help the public.
Now, a group of feminists in Chennai have criticized the findings of a probe which linked the late communist leader W.R. Vardarajan to sexual harassment and illicit relationship with women. Vardarajan is said to have committed suicide after his CPM party sidelined him over these allegations. Feminists say the party did not follow the procedures when it investigated Vardarajan's alleged sexual misconduct. About 70 civil rights activists are now demanding that the CPM should clarify the charges against him and the investigation process as well.
The point about procedure is if once you sort of do something that disturbs a fair and just inquiry process, you're setting a bad precedent. So that is one objection we have. Second objection we have is to the stifling moral anxiety on the part of the party leadership. That, these issues must not sort of get out of the party circle, that they ought not to create a badnaam for the party and so on. So we are concerned about that. I mean, what is this morality that all of us wish to uphold? It's very patriarchal and oppressive.
Well, on the other side, Spider-Man is jobless and looking for another job. Stay tuned.